loaf of bread on your head like I was baby now. Niggas say they pull up and spray, wasn't no saving. Shit, I'm out here trapping, no capping, tryna feed my baby now. Yeah, I keep the 50, you dig your grave, I'ma lay you in. I ain't with the back and forth beefing all on the internet. I'ma catch you lacking in traffic, nigga, and leave you there. Shit, I know some niggas will cut you, split you from ear to ear. Cutthroat to the gristle, my nigga, rest in peace, Soldier Slim. Slum 1200, GGI mob shit, and I'm back. Got my brother B8 1100. You already know what it is. So we gonna be going back uptown with it. We gonna be going on Josephine. And we gonna be talking about the sister, the legendary Josephine Johnny.
Working with some brother, go grab that. All eyes on the bronze badass. Drop that beat. You are slim, fine, woman, gun, working with 100. Slim, fine, woman, take these 100. Show your breast and your stomach.
Josephine Johnny and Hurt was actually twins, from my understanding. And Sabrina was the sister of Josephine Johnny and Josephine Hurt. I did an ep on Hurt. Long live Hurt too, long live Sabrina, long live Josephine Johnny. But I did an ep on Hurt a few months back, and I mentioned Sabrina. And I heard BG mention, you know, Sabrina in the song he did.
Couldn't believe what happened to Sabrina.
I didn't really know Sabrina, like know Sabrina for this, hung around Sabrina, you feel me? I knew of Sabrina from Hurt, you feel me, which was her brother. Always hear things about Sabrina, you know what I'm saying? Like how she got down in the street, you feel me? Like she really was a real cool person. And to give you anything she had, you know what I'm saying?
That was my nigga, my home, and my people. That was my lover, my dog, my equal. Always came through for me if nigga need.
She was a real hustler, like for sure, for sure. Everybody who know her, they gonna say that, you feel me? She was really about her bag, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I was in jail, I was hearing like how she was getting down on Fiend. The nigga was telling me, you know, she was out there with that Lugers, pumping.
I ain't never needed no nigga to feed her. She'll post up on the set with that diesel and a Gucci purse, kept a little heater. One more time, man, I wish I could see her.
You be hearing that about, you know, females and shit, like, you know, like you be used to hearing little eps and shit about, you know, other men and shit, you feel me? But for somebody to just be like a certain individual that's a female, got it on lock, that shit be kind of weird, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't surprised me at the same time, because like, look who it was, you feel me? If it'll be any female, it'll be her.
Late night, she was Queen of Josephine, out there serving the tweakers. Rest in peace, Socket Johnny and Hurt on the block, she was the leader.
You know what I'm saying? Her brother was a hustler, you feel me? Both of her brothers was hustlers, you feel me? That shit just be in some people. But at the same time, she was a very good person and cool individual. You feel what I'm saying? From what I heard about her, you feel me? I ain't never had heard no messed up stories about her, no fucked up shit, you feel me? She just used to be laid back, getting to her money. You feel me? What anybody should really be doing, you feel me? If you got kids and shit out here, you feel what I'm saying? Like, that should be the main objective, the main goal. Get money and stay out the way, you know what I'm saying? But she would wind up being deleted, you know what I'm saying? I think in 2016. Because that's around the time I got the news of it. In 2016, she would be deleted on Josephine.
New Orleans police want to know if the murder of a mother of 3 in Central City is somehow connected to other recent shootings in that same area. Fresh flowers marked the spot where Sabrina Watson was gunned down yesterday near the corner of Josephine and Willow. Watson was the 6th person to be killed in recent shootings around that neighborhood. NOPD Chief Michael Harrison says 6 district officers, the department's homicide division, and the multi-agency gang unit are all investigating what he now says is an uptick in violence in the Central City corridor.
Tomorrow night, I'm going to walk with the commander and a number of officers. We're going to try to talk to as many citizens in that neighborhood as we possibly can to tell them, number one, we stand with them, we support them, but we need them in partnership with us to help solve this problem and fight this crime problem.
Members of the community are calling for an end to the violence after a deadly shooting just before 9 a.m. Tuesday on Willow and Josephine Street in Central City. A crowd of people gathered in hours after the shooting. Many were in tears after learning the victim's name. Relatives identified her as Sabrina Watson, 43, a mother of 3 adult children who also cared for her granddaughter. This doesn't make sense right now. It really doesn't, said Shalita Rising, who has called Watson a friend for 30 years. We came up together. I'm a bit older than her, but I have known Sabrina since we were young. Rising said Rising could not wrap her head around anyone who would kill Sabrina. She only brought smiles to people's face. She was a very sweet person. She didn't bother nobody. She took care of her children. She was raising a baby. She probably just dropped her off to school. Thank God she wasn't in the car with her, Rising said. Rising said Watson came to Central City neighborhood almost daily. She would sell stuff out of her truck, chips, cookies, juice, cold drinks, and stuff like that. That's the kind of heart she had. She loved children. She was catching the early morning children so they could get their little stuff and go to school. Around 8:45 a.m., Rising said Watson was likely finishing up her morning. That is when the police said she was shot in broad daylight. She's a beautiful person. She ain't do nobody no wrong, and she didn't deserve to die like that. Not like that, Rising said. Police said the mother of 3 was found in the driver's seat of her late model Hyundai Santa Fe. The window was shattered and she had been shot multiple times. I'm tired of it, Rising said. Everybody should be tired of all this senseless violence. Every day it's killing, killing, killing. It's killing like we are living on a battlefield. Crowds of family and friends flooded the scene, including crowds of people flooded the scene, including neighbors. And New Orleans bounced all this big freedom, consoling one another.
It's just don't make no sense right here. This really don't.
Shalita Rising has called Sabrina Watson a friend for 30 years.
We came up together. I mean, I'm a bit older than her, but I've been knowing Sabrina since young.
She can't wrap her head around why anyone would kill a woman who brought a smile to so many.
A very sweet person. She didn't bother nobody. She took care of her children, you know. She raising a baby. You know, she probably just dropped off to school. Thank God she was in the car with her.
Rising says Watson came to this Central City neighborhood almost daily.
Then she sells stuff out of her truck, chips and cookies and juice, cold drinks and stuff. That's the kind of heart she had, you know, for the children. She was catching the early morning, you know, children so they could get their little, you know, stuff to go to school.
Around 8:45 Tuesday morning, Rising says Watson was likely finishing up for the morning. That's when police say she was shot in broad daylight.
She was a beautiful person. She ain't do nobody no wrong, and she ain't deserve to die. Not like that.
Police say the mother of 3 was found in the driver's seat of her SUV, the window shattered. She'd been shot several times.
I'm tired of, everybody should be tired of the senseless violence. That's, you know, every day is killing, killing, killing. You know, it's just killing. It's like we living on a battlefield.
Crowds of family and friends flooded to the scene, including New Orleans bounce artist Big Frida, consoling one another and questioning how their dear friend became a victim of the city's violent culture.
So this would be the Sabrina that BG would make reference to.
Heart goes out to the whole family, especially G-Bo and Sabrina. She was G'd up, she was soldier down. I used to call her my cougar. Streets used to call her ice, cause we never seen a bitch that was cooler.
This would be the sister of Josephine Johnny and Josephine Hurt. This would be Josephine Sabrina. You know what I'm saying? But long live Sabrina, man. Man, long live Johnny. And long live Hurt. And may the peace, mercy, and blessings of Allah be upon his soul. And may the peace, mercy, and blessings of Allah be upon her kids and the rest of her family that was affected by this situation. Slum 1200, GGI mob shit. My brother B81100. Y'all get in that comment section, hit that like button, make sure the notifications turned on. Hit that subscribe button and go check that merch out. GGI mob shit.
I ride around with the mop that's a stick. 33 shots in the Glock that's a dick. 50 round drum, call that bit 50 cent. 100 round drum on the Drake, it's a hit. Shit ain't no question, you play, you get hit. Pull up and let the bitch spray to that shit. Then I go pray, ask the savior for strength. I'm in creator, the savior, I'm him. Shout out the gates, we break winners like him. I told my son I'ma get us a M. I'ma keep grinding, I do it for them. No DJ Khaled, but I'm trying to win. Stand on that business, yeah, I get it in. They second line behind you and your kin. Riding that farmer, you know that it's tenant. I got 100, my broke out the fishing. Born in the slums, I was raised in the trenches. It be your nigga turn state as a